I was 25 at the time when my daughter was born, and she was born with a congenital crooked foot.
Instead of my foot being straight like it should be, it was completely bent to the left. My dad used to say it looked like a ball because my big toe was touching my heel. And since then, my parents were worried if I would be able to walk someday because it was serious. There was no way out. The way my foot was, I wouldn't be able to walk.
I felt guilty every day because I thought it was all a consequence of my sin.
Of course, it was very hard at first, right? But after that first shock was gone, I thought to myself, God is the only one who can help us. Even though I didn't know Jesus as I do today, I would already pray to him.
In the year of 1999, Isabella was still a child as Ivonneide met the Grace of God Church in Mesquita, Rio de Janeiro, and started to watch the Faith Show program.
Dr. Soares said this: when you come to church and there's a specific word that draws your attention, it's God who's speaking to you. And as they taught me, I'd keep note of everything because I knew that it was how I would be blessed. One day, the pastor mentioned Isaiah 53, 4 and 5, right? It says Jesus took upon himself all of our diseases, right? And our pain, and by his stripes, we have been healed. As the pastor said that, I paid attention. And I remember what Dr. Soares said. So I thought, this is the word I need. I'm going to hold on to it. Mornings and evenings, I'd hold on to this word every day because I knew that the Lord Jesus had already healed her.
There's this passage where Jesus heals the blind man, and his disciples ask him, Lord, who sinned, him or his parents? And he said, not him nor his parents. He was born this way, so that the name of the Lord may be glorified.
She underwent 4 surgeries because her foot was very crooked. She was 8 months old in the first one, and the last one when she was 12.
God gave us condition to pay for the treatment.
I thought I wouldn't be able to do anything. I thought I wouldn't be able to exercise, to dance, relate to people, have a boyfriend, all because of my foot. I grew up with this thought in my mind.
She was operated on, but the legs were still different, you know? She couldn't stand up straight. She couldn't touch the ground with her foot. She was always like ballerinas, and her shoulder was lower because the foot affected her leg.
I had many physiotherapy sessions to try to start walking perfectly, but it didn't happen, right? Because I was diagnosed with a difference of 3 or 4 centimeters between the legs.
Her right foot was one size smaller, so he had to adapt. So one shoe fit perfect, and the other only had to fill with cotton.
Until one day the promise was fulfilled. Isabella, who's a member of the Grace of God Church in Nova Iguaçu, Rio de Janeiro, took part in the service with Pastor Rogério Postigo in Madureira on May 6, 2022. She realized something happened during the prayer.
At that moment, Pastor Rogério was focused and praying, right? And without noticing it, I took off my shoes and stretched my leg. Without noticing it, I wasn't feeling pain. I didn't feel anything. When the pastor finished praying, I put my shoes back on and stood up. And I walked home normally. When I got inside the train, I felt to my senses. Both my feet were touching the ground. I thought, oh my, I've never done this before. Both feet on the ground.
When I saw her, I said, hey, Isabella, are you taller? Then she said, Mom, Pastor Rogério prayed and I felt my foot stretching. I said, that's all I need to know. I can see it.
I said, Mom, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was my hip that went back into place, if it was my knee that stretched. All I know is I can touch the ground with both feet.
I'm very thankful.
We never had to use cotton again. It was wonderful.
It is so amazing to be able to wear shoes, to put my feet on the ground, to split the weight evenly, and to not feel pain, and to walk normally. I can't thank the Lord enough.